You know, people have been on hard times lately, and there are scammers who have become more and more sophisticated. I think it becomes easier to be anonymous and easier to call from locations and seem like you're calling from somewhere else. I think there are a lot of Americans who have more debt than they used to, given the last few years of what has happened in the economy. And people have gotten wise to how to scare people into paying debts and associating themselves falsely with law enforcement. I mean, there are statistics that come out of the FTC and come out of the CFPB and other government organizations that will tell you how big a problem these abusive debt collection practices are. Separate and apart from that, anecdotally, when you go out this week and ask people where you are, how many people have gotten calls like this. I think Rich Frankel himself has gotten a call like this. The ADIC, who is not here today, George Venizelos, was telling me last week when we were discussing this case and the takedown of this case that he's gotten calls with respect to debt collection. So it seems to be, friends of mine, members of my family and their friends, it seems to be happening at a more alarming pace and scope and scale than we've seen before.
So if you think the caller may be a fake debt collector, here are some actions you can take. Ask the caller for his name, company, street address, and phone number. Tell the caller you refuse to discuss any debt until you get a written validation notice. This notice must contain the creditor that you owe, the amount of the debt, and your rights under the Federal Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. If the caller refuses to give you any of this information, do not pay.